So I'm coming in now for my 10th season as a Women's Development Officer. Historically I was kind of the only one dealing with the female game specifically on the ground. So yeah, some welcome changes coming in with some new staff for this season. We've got Niall who's coming in to cover the North East and Midlands area, and Emily McKeown is coming into Dunleary, Rathdown to work alongside Larissa. We're going to integrate them in with the rest of the staff who are already working on the women's game in tandem with the male game as well. It's going to give us the capacity to isolate females a little bit more, so to focus on primary school girls in isolation to the boys. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a better footfall into the clubs if we're able to do that. The same with the secondary girls game, the youth girls game. So again, just driving the female agenda within the community. With the increase of the number of players on the ground, we're now able to see girls coming through this structure who will have been playing since they were maybe 8–10 years old, and they're now hitting that kind of 18s and going into the senior structure. So a huge number of girls coming through our pathways.
When we talk about what we do in Leinster, it's very much geared around the player and looking to create a quality environment around the player. Now, to achieve that, we have to do a lot, not just within Leinster, but also within our clubs and our schools. We're going to focus in our primary schools and secondary schools to create an interest in the game and then link the girls with our clubs. Now, for that to be a success, obviously there's other things that need to happen. The clubs need to be in a position to cater for the additional girls that will hopefully come through their gates. And to do that, they have to have appropriately qualified coaches, and they have to have management for their teams, and they also have to then have increased number of referees coming through, so to be able to referee games and to look after all the additional matches that will take place with the additional girls that come through. So the coach education department have to ramp up its development of its coaches within our clubs and schools. It also has to, the administration side has got to gear itself up for additional games which they organise, along with obviously putting in place quality referees to be able to deliver on these games. So it is exciting, but there's going to be a lot of hard work that's going to be required, not just within Leinster staffing models, but also within our clubs and schools to take ownership of this and to help drive it forward.
I think the last 10 years have shown that young girls really do want to play rugby. That's, there's no question about that. So what we really need now, the biggest barrier is really getting volunteers to help run the game. There's lots of off-pitch things that need doing. There's a lot of volunteers out there doing a huge amount of work. But as far as the girls' game, if it's going to be sustainable, we're going to have to get more people involved, really.